What's poppin' nights? It's Onokage, otherwise known as the King. And I come to you with a brand new part of What If Naruto Was in the My Hero Universe. Okay, so say it with me now. Tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc. What? Okay, Bart, so let me tell you a little bit of what happened with this part, right? So it's currently Thursday while I'm working on recording this. I finished this part about 4 to 5 days ago. I can't exactly remember, but I also started my job about 4 to 5 days ago. So your boy is not insanely stressed out about money right now. I also got new neighbors about 4 to 5 days ago, so they keep playing a lot of loud music every now and again. So there's been a lot of things stopping me from recording this. The new job has just made me tired. Only because I have to wake up at 4 in the morning to, for whatever reason, catch a bus to get the job at 7 o'clock because I don't have a car. But I don't know what it is right now, but I literally have too much energy. So I feel like I talked your ears off long enough. Let's get into the recap. Last we left our heroes, we found out Minato and All Might got stuck in America, and Kushina is alive, yet unaware of the incident that occurred that left her hospitalized. But thanks to Naruto, we know Overhaul disassembled and reassembled her multiple times. Her memories are scattered due to the event, but she's ready to see her son grow. However, she's left on bed rest and can't leave the hospital. And she doesn't want her son to see her going through physical therapy. She doesn't want her to see her weak. She wants her son to see her strong, as Naruto wants the same for his mother. So we now continue our events as Aizawa announces the sports festival. Now, let's get into it. Woo! Don't have time to waste, the king is into beast mode. Your ninjas better hide away before I try to beast my bar. Not to win this fairy tale, I got the heat flow. Back the lead in the trunks, I got the heat dome. Got the flow going crazy, that's a shuttle clone. I switch it up and interchange, and yeah, that's how the story goes. Sharingan or Rinnegan, pick one. Either way, you'll stay gone, cause bygones ain't bygones. Then in my hand, make your O go and run. If I just pull that rock, you are so stay like a cost. These hands is napalm. Fuck around and find out what I breathe with the sample. Someone put the brakes like an ape to a prince. Oh, I'm a king, what you tell me with no prince? Look, got the knife right behind me in the back. Still gonna fall down when the dogs attack. Oh, like you know, see, I'm the leader of the pack. So don't you lay down, bitch, pay respect. Hey. The UA Sports Festival. A chance for you to get scouted by powerful agencies and gain valuable experience and popularity. It's one chance a year. No aspiring heroes can afford to miss this event. So take your time to prepare seriously. The class cheers in excitement as they are dismissed for lunch. Deku goes to lunch with his friends, that being Ida, Ochaku, and Froppy. While Naruto has to meet with his special instructors. Deku asks where's Naruto going, but Naruto just tells him to the guidance counselor, and as he arrives, he hears Hound Dog barking. You're here! Good. How you holding up? Real good, Hound Dog Sensei. Ready to train. Ryuko smiles, feeling the energy radiating from the boy's excitement. You seem to be in a real good mood today, Naruto. Did something good happen? Yeah, Deadeye Sensei announced the sports festival, so I'm fired up. Hound Dog growls. It's good you're excited, but you got a long ways to go before we let you join the sports festival, kid. Okay, is there any reason why he's screaming all the time? Ryuko explains. It's due to his quirk. It affects his temperament, makes him quick to anger, especially if people he cares for are in danger. Exactly! It's why I'm the best to teach you. I have to constantly keep my anger in check, but it always bubbles at the surface, ready to explode. God, I'm gonna regret this one, huh? Ryuko walked closer to Naruto. Yes, and that's why, in terms of controlling the angering aspects of your quirk, Hound Dog is the most compatible for you. But I, on the other hand, am here to train you when you start to gain control over your quirk. In your more monstrous forms, my quirk will be the best to train you. I can teach you how to move your body to protect and defend and not destroy. Naruto smiles, saying that he's ready, but Hound Dog gets... Why did I write him in the story so much? Hound Dog gets right in his face. Settle it down, kid. In terms of physical power, You're fine and all, but your mental maturity, it's that of a toddler's. We need to leap those hurdles before your power becomes a hindrance. And eloquently said, Hound Dog. Ryoko looks at Naruto. He's determined. As she gets down to the boy's level, she states, Now, Naruto, I want you to know we value the trust students have in us. And seeing how this will be a lot of mental training for you, I want you to know that anything you say here will stay between us. Naruto nods as Hound Dog. Why? Why did I write him so? I know why, because it's important. But okay. Hound Dog sits down in front of Naruto behind his desk. Now, Naruto, we know a little about your past, but for our training to progress, I want a personal account from you. Naruto's smile, it dies a little, as Ryuko places her hand on the boy's shoulder. If it's too much, we can hold off till... Naruto shakes his head, saying no, as he states, The whole reason I went on that rampage was because I had to relive my past. I need to come to terms with what happened. And besides, I already told my friends, so a few teachers can't be that tough. Hound Dog laughs through his mask. He then speaks, and his tone is noticeably softer. Good. You're smart enough to know how to start the healing process. Now, please share. And share Naruto does. He sits and he tells them his story. He holds back tears the whole time through, as he tells them about the day at the park where he and his friends, Kiba, Shikamaru, and Choji, were approached by the man in a bird mask who killed his mother over and over and over and over again until the shock and grief activated Naruto's quirk. For the first time in his life, he had no idea how to control it. All he wanted to do was stop that man. And as he ran through the village, Naruto rampaged. Naruto destroyed. Until Naruto heard their screams. He had killed innocent villagers. For a moment, it brought him back to his senses, but he didn't know how to handle the grief, and his rampage continued until the third Hokage and some village leaders gathered together to kill him. But that's when they were stopped by the fourth Hokage, Naruto's father. And because of this interference, they were kicked out of the village. Minato lost the Hokage position, and his mom wasn't allowed to receive treatment from the village. For miles and miles they marched till they found Japan. And when his uncle found out, Jiraiya, he joined them. He left the village for them. And Naruto repressed all of that information for the longest time until the villain, Itachi, forced him to remember. And in some roundabout way, he wants to thank him. But as the tears start to roll down Naruto's eyes, Ryuko and Hound Dog realize how much this kid has suffered. And before Ryuko could even react, Hound Dog is already out of his seat, hugging Naruto and comforting him. As he speaks for somehow in a calm voice, You're a brave kid. Never forget that, Naruto. Now stop hiding it. What do you mean, Sensei? Your tears, kid. Listen. When I say this, Naruto, I need you to understand. It's okay to feel depressed. It takes time to heal. And then by taking that time, you can start to understand why you need to move forward. Because that's what we humans do. So cry, Naruto. I know you want to be strong. And you can. But it's okay to be human too. And Naruto does. He cries. But he cries silently. He doesn't wail. He doesn't scream. He just lets the tears flow down his cheek as Ryuko watches in amazement at Hound Dog's proficiency as a guidance counselor. But it does make sense when you think about it. After all, who will fight more viciously for you? or care more deeply when you're hurt than a loving and loyal dog. As Naruto calms down, Hound Dog goes back to his old ways, and I wrote that. Why do I make him yell? He goes back to his old ways as he yells at Naruto.
You haven't eaten yet. Hurry up and grab some lunch. We can continue this later.
Naruto shakes his head no, saying he wants to make some real progress. He can eat later.
Hound Dog growls. You are making real progress.
I'm not doing it.
He only forgets human speech when he's truly angry.
Yeah, the Ryuko said that. Listen, I cannot stress to you enough how utterly stupid I sounded when I was doing that myself. I sounded like a starved rat looking for cheese on a glue trap. It was bad, okay? It was really bad. I'm sorry if you were enjoying the Hound Dog voice. I wasn't, but I'm sorry if you were. Let's just get back into the story. Hound Dog continues to bark as Ryuko cuts in, telling Naruto, listen, you are making great progress, Naruto. But you can't forget Hound Dog's words. It takes time to overcome those mental hurdles. If you want to come back after class, we'll be right here, so don't be shy. Naruto bows to his teachers, thanking them and heading out, meeting his friends in the cafeteria. He meets up with them as he grabs a bowl of ramen to sit down on the other side of Deku right next to Froppy. Causing Froppy to blush a little bit, she hides it, but once Tokiyami sees Naruto enter the room, he goes and joins them. As Froppy asks Naruto, so, Naruto, how was your meeting with Hound Dog? Honestly, Sue, it was nice. I was worried that it would be boring since it was mandatory, but Hound Dog Sensei and the Dragoon Hero are actually pretty cool. Everyone at the table stares at the two conversing so familiarly, causing all of them to blush in the embarrassment as Deku blurts out, You just called Asui by her first name. So casually, Uchan. Yeah. And Ochako adds, and Asui, you did the same thing. When did you two get so close? But Sue just tilts her head in confusion as Naruto says, why are you guys making such a big deal out of this? Izu, you already know this, but where I'm from, we don't really address each other by our family names. It's to build individuality or something like that. Plus, she told me to call her Sue, you weirdos. And Sue adds, I told you all to call me Sue. Do it, pussy, you won't. I'm sorry. That's not actually in the story. I'm sorry. And Tokiyami adds, it's an interesting thought, Naruto. Using our first names to bring out our individuality. It can also spark a sense of kinship at an accelerated rate. Your village's ideology is most interesting. But hearing this, Ida feels he needs to question. But wait, Uzumaki, you've always called me Ida. Yeah. And that's my family name. Naruto's eyes open wide as he blurts out, oh, I guess I never bothered to learn. Sorry. Ida feels a little disheartened, bothered that his friend never learned his actual name. Maybe they weren't friends after all. But he does come up with an idea, one that could make them true friends. As he says, then let's reintroduce ourselves. For the sake of our school life, let's solidify our friendship. I'll go first. Hi, I'm Tenya Ida, and I'm going to become a hero to continue my family's legacy. Naruto smiles. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm going to become a hero more badass than my dad and stronger than All Might. Then everyone will have to accept me. Tokiyami Fumakage, and I'll be a hero, so only the villains fear the dark. I'm Uraraka Ochako. I'm becoming a hero, so my parents don't have to struggle anymore. I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I want to be a hero just like All Might, so nobody ever has to feel alone. And I'm Sue Asui. I want to become a hero because I like taking care of people. I like putting people's minds at ease. They all laugh, becoming better friends as Bakugo yells, could you idiots shut up your nerdy laughter? It's souring my meal. Naruto looks over to Bakugo, and then he looks back over to his friends as he states, oh yeah, we forgot the most self-important guy in our friend group. This guy over here, his name is Katsuki Bakugo, and he wants to be a hero because he's a dumbass who thinks he deserves to be at the top. You know, like an asshole. Bakugo explodes from his seat. Oh, you want to die, dog breath. Oh, if you think you can, Sparky. As the two fight, Deku steps in to break it up, making Kaminari wonder, What kind of friendship do these kids have? The bell does ring, so ultimately dismissing their fight. As they get down to the classroom, they sit, they learn their lesson, and school concludes for the rest of the day. As the bell dismisses them, they get up to leave, but as they approach the door to exit their class, they are stopped by students from other classes. And Tenya walks up and questions them.
What business do you have with our class?
Mineta chimes in.
Yeah, what do you guys want? We can't get out.
But Bakugo stands from his seat and begins to walk towards the crowd, unfazed.
Obviously, they're scoping out the competition, small fry.
He continues to walk up towards the crowd.
We're the ones who survived a real villain attack. They're obviously scouting us before the festival.
Bakugo is now face to face with the crowd as he smiles, looking in their eyes.
But there's no point in them doing any of that. They never had a chance of winning in the first place. So move it, extras.
Tenya, Izuku, and Ochako are now terrified, seeing as how Bakugo just insulted a crowd of people. But Naruto smiles, getting excited for the challenge, as Sasuke adds,
If you brush them all off, you're a fool, Katsuki. And what was that, freak? I'm saying your dismissive nature towards them is nothing short of arrogance. For you, this may be a training event, but for them, this is their only chance to stand out. That makes them desperate and dangerous. In this world of heroes, popularity is worth killing over.
But Bakugo, hearing this, doesn't much care for anything Sasuke just said, as he just looks at him with murder on his mind. As through gritted teeth, he says,
If I ever needed a tri-quirked freak like you to teach me a lesson, I'd kill myself before asking. Okay?
And that's when a lone voice cuts through the crowd.
I came to see Class 1A. But if you two are the example, now I'm wondering if all students in the hero course are as arrogant as you.
This pisses off Bakugo, yet it intrigues Sasuke. As the voice grows closer, the crowd can see the one speaking is a young man with purple hair. As he continues to belittle the class, and Naruto stands from his seat.
You know, seeing things like this kinda makes me a little disillusioned. But hey, did you know that most of the kids in supplementary classes are only there because they couldn't make the hero course? And with the school giving us this opportunity to stand out, we are desperate. But it goes a little bit deeper than what your friend said. We don't just get to stand out. We get to join the hero course. But for one of us to come in, one of you has to get out.
Now this sends a chill down the spine of every hero course student. These other classes are hungry for their position, and now they have to fight. They have to fight to prove that they deserve to stay in Class 1A. But the purple-haired boy, he's not done speaking. Not yet. He now focuses his attention on Bakugo.
Scouting out the enemy, huh? That's what you said, right? Well, I, for one, I came to say that even if you are in the hero course, if you get too carried away, I'll sweep your feet right from under you. I came to declare war.
That's when Tetu chimes in.
Now, before I continue the story, you may be wondering, why is he saying Tetu's full name out like that? He doesn't do that for any other character. Why is it specifically Tetu? It could be because it's fun to say. Like, I'm a simple man. I enjoy the simple things in life. You give me a really dumb name, I'm going to explicitly say that dumb name whole. I will not hold back. So, like, anytime Tetu is coming up or is on screen or speaks, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll say Tetu every time. So let's continue with the story.
And that's when Tetu chimes in. Do you hate this channel yet? So yeah, that's when Tetu chimes in. He yells,
Well, I came because I heard you guys fought real villains, and I wanted to hear all about it. But don't get ahead of yourselves. I didn't I didn't actually do the tetsu voice that I had planned. It's really late. It's past midnight. I need to record this video. I need to have something on the channel because it's been a while. I'm sorry. I just don't want to wake my neighbors up and be a bad neighbor. So next time I do tetsu, I'll do his actual voice. But right now, you have to forgive me as I bring shame upon you and my family. Let's get back to the story.
Naruto, hearing the boy's declaration of war, is curious. He stands in the middle of him and Bakugo to question the purple boy as he states,
You know what, kid? I like your guts. So I'll tell you this. If we meet in the festival, I'm not holding back. All I gotta say to you now is bring it, loser.
Naruto walks past them, heading towards the guidance counselor office as Bakugo and Sasuke get bored as they begin to leave. But they're heading in the same direction, which pisses off Bakugo slightly, but Kirishima runs out yelling towards them, saying, "Where the heck do you think you're going? You're the reason that half the school is dissing on us." But in unison, the two state,
It doesn't matter.
The two now look at each other with surprise, wrapped with irritation, as Bakugo yells,
And what do you mean by that, freak? You actually think you're going to beat me? I don't need to think about what I already know, Katsuki. You know, the dog breath said you were the best in class. But there's no way you could beat me. All you do is mope around with no ambition. I could never lose to you. No ambition. If that's all you see when you look at me, Katsuki, you're blind. For I am nothing but ambition. When I say it doesn't matter, I say it because failure was never an option. I have but one goal in my life: revenge. And I refuse to stumble along the way. And do you want to know something funny, Katsuki? The fact you even felt you had to ask that stupid question proves you doubt your own power. Where I would never. Because I know my enemy would never.
and with that, Sasuke leaves, and Bakugo watches in irritation. However, he does think back to the fact that Sasuke is from the same village that Naruto is. He wonders what Sasuke's life was like, but then he immediately stops caring, knowing that he will not lose to Sasuke. He heads off too, and Deku watches as Sasuke, Bakugo, and Naruto all leave. All of them are strong, insanely strong. Deku knows he can't fall far behind, so he heads off too, telling his friends goodbye. As he runs to the beach that he first trained with All Might in Naruto, where he cleared that beach, he practices, he runs, getting his stamina up, he does push-ups, he lifts weights, he does everything he can, everything he knows about getting stronger. But that's when he feels somebody getting closer. He looks and he sees Sasuke. Deku asks what Sasuke's doing there, but Sasuke just said,
You usually train with Naruto, correct? Just show me what you can do.
and without a moment's notice, the two begin to spar. Deku is still only comfortable at 8% of his quirk, but he can jump to 15. He can jump to 20 with muscle strain, but 100 still breaks his bones. But Sasuke, not caring, shoots a fireball at him. Deku prepares a concussive air force to flick through his fireball. But the fireball launches upward. Sasuke's using his second quirk, Flame Control. And as the fireball launches upwards towards the sky, Sasuke rushes Deku, lightning in his palm. And Deku is forced to use 15% of his quirk just to evade Sasuke's attacks. But as he steps backwards to gain some distance, he feels his back getting warm. The fireball that Sasuke launched earlier and that's controlling with his Flame Control. Sasuke snuck it behind him, using their fight as a distraction. Deku wasn't prepared. As the fireball gets closer, he does a backflip, evading it. But as he rests over the fireball in mid-air, Sasuke shoots his lightning at it, causing the fire to supercharge and explode. Deku does not want to lose. He uses 20% of his quirk, suffering the slight muscle strain as he kicks concussive force from underneath him, launching back towards Sasuke, who stands still watching. As Deku gets close, Sasuke just holds out one hand, catching Deku's fist and turning his weight against him, slamming him on the ground. As Deku recovers from the pain, he sees a hand facing towards him. Sasuke helps him stand back up, as he states that Deku loses this sparring match. Deku is amazed at Sasuke's fighting style. It was almost like Sasuke was predicting everything that Deku would do. But then Deku feels a warmth on his head. As he looks up in the sky, there are 4 more fireballs that Sasuke shot. Sasuke smiles as Deku exclaims,
Wait, you had those ready since the time you shot that first fireball, didn't you? Yes, I did. It's a technique I created called Phoenix Birdcage. I shoot multiple fireballs, constantly having them as a looming threat over my opponent, forcing them to divide their attention. But you still have to divide your attention to keep track of all those fireballs. Are you saying you do that simultaneously while in battle? It's how ninja fight, Izuku.
Midoriya goes silent, the realization hitting him. The main target of their little organization that they are forming is Itachi, a ninja whose skills surpasses Sasuke. And if Sasuke is already this good, how good could Itachi be? How many more ninja are associated with Itachi's League of Villains? Sasuke interrupts Deku's train of thought.
Do you see now? This is the threat we face, Izuku. Are you sure you want to join us in this?
Sasuke is giving Deku another way out, a chance to get out of this fight. He doesn't want to force Deku in a situation he's not ready for. But Deku is resolute in his resolve. He does not back down. He knows that there are people in danger, and that Itachi in the League of Villains will keep putting more people in danger if he just sits back and does nothing. He will be a hero, and he will not let villains abide. So Deku says no. He will fight, and he will protect people. He's going to be a hero. Sasuke smiles cheekily as he then looks at Deku and says,
You're fast and you're strong, but the way you fight seems unnatural. If your quirk really is the same as All Might's, why aren't you even close in strength to him?
Deku looks at Sasuke. As Sasuke questions him, Deku notices that Sasuke isn't even sweating from their earlier spar. Deku takes a deep breath and begins to explain. He can't use the full strength of One for All yet. His body just isn't ready for it. He taps out about 15%, but even 15% hurts his body. So Sasuke then starts to think of a game plan. He knows he can't force Deku to overexert himself, especially when they have the sports festival coming up. He knows that Deku's body won't recover. So instead of that, he begins to work out a schedule for Deku's training. For 1 week, they'll train together, and Sasuke will help Deku better understand and utilize his quirk. But after that week, they train on their own and meet back up again at the sports festival. Deku is grateful, but he feels he needs to question.
Listen, Sasuke, I'm grateful, but I'm sure I'm slowing you down. Why are you going out of your way to help me train? Because we're a team. You and Naruto joined my alliance. That means we're only as strong as our weakest link. And right now, that's you. But that's a good problem to have, Izuku. You're not weak, and you have potential. The stronger you get, the stronger me, Naruto, and Izumi will be, and the more effective we'll be as a team. So look, I'm not training you because I pity you or anything childish like that. I'm training you because we're a team. And as a team, we can't be weak, or Itachi will kill us all.
Deku nods as the two begin to continue their training, while Naruto is meditating with Hound Dog as he groans.
Is this all the training is gonna be?
Hound Dog growls at the boy for not understanding. Actually, speaking of Hound Dog, let me let you in on a little secret. It is effectively too goddamn late to do the Hound Dog voice. I can't put my neighbors up. It's a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. So, I'm just gonna turn a lot of this dialogue that involves Hound Dog into narration. Sorry, not sorry. I'm grateful for not destroying my throat. Bye. Back to the story. Hound Dog growls at the boy, telling him that he's not bright enough to understand more complicated aspects of self-control, which is why he's doing meditation. for it is a physical and mental way to learn discipline and self-control. He then tells Naruto, controlling your mind needs to come as natural as moving your body. So once you understand how to keep your body still in its natural state, you'll feel peace, you'll feel tranquility, and at that point, you'll be able to move up so that you're able to control your more volatile states. Naruto nods, growing an actual understanding as Ryuko is demonstrating how to meditate, sitting perfectly still to the point birds land on her, and is able to rest. Naruto can understand that the point of this physical peace can bring him mental stability. As they continue to train, Aizawa comes in, telling him that it's time to go. But Naruto doesn't respond. He's meditating. But Aizawa then throws a rock at him just to see if Naruto is actually in control of himself. Naruto then screams in pain as the rock hits him directly on the forehead. He yells, "What the hell?" As Aizawa states, "You weren't meditating, you were sleeping, weren't you?" Naruto then laughs as Aizawa gets frustrated.
You need to start taking this seriously, Uzumaki.
After what happened,
You of all people can't afford to be lax.
Naruto looks down on himself, but Aizawa tells him to come on. He does, but instead of going straight home, they go to a grocery store. They're shopping. Naruto is confused, but as they go home, Aizawa starts cooking, which confuses Naruto more. Last time they've only eaten takeout. But as the meal is done, Naruto is ready to dig in. But he stares at it as he questions.
Whoa, Sensei, this actually smells good. What is it? It's a recipe someone special gave to me. It's chirashi sushi, but topped with homemade ramen because a little problem child was obsessed with it.
As Naruto finishes the bowl, he's hit with a wave of nostalgia and emotions that he can't fully explain. He sets it down, looks at the clean bowl, and states that this was his mother's recipe. He questions if Aizawa got it from his father, but Aizawa tells him no.
No, Uzumaki. Your mother gave it to me.
And that's when the realization hits Naruto.
Wait, you mean Mom's awake? She is, and she can't wait to see you. Then what are we waiting here for? Let's go! Hold it right there, Uzumaki. She can't wait to see you. That's true. But she doesn't want you to see her like this. Think about it. She's been comatose for years. Hasn't had proper nutrients or the ability to even walk. If you were to hug her right now, she would break, Uzumaki. She needs time to heal. But doctor said in about 4 weeks, you can go see her. But in the meantime, she will be watching you at the sports festival.
Naruto is a little disappointed that he can't see his mother. But a fire is lit inside of him. He can impress her. He can do good at the sports festival and show his mother he's gotten good, that the fox will never be a problem again. He looks in Aizawa's eyes as Aizawa says sternly,
So take your training seriously, Uzumaki. Give your mother something to be proud of.
Naruto smiles. As he finishes the food, he goes to sleep, wakes up more fired up to train than ever. After 5 days of meditating, he can finally do it in his base state. And then they decide to head out further, to a waterfall. Naruto sees the force the water is crushing down on the ground with, as Hound Dog tells him, "You're going to be meditating under that."
Huh, okay, well, so that's murder. If I do that, I'm going to die, Hound Dog Sensei. Are you sure you want me to do that?
Hound Dog dismisses that, explaining that Aizawa told them how Naruto's quirk works. That with each form, his body grows more resistant and durable. At about the 4th tail, he estimates that Naruto should be fine to sit under the waterfall and not feel any pain. Just the pressure and the intensity from his change. Naruto grows curious, but he states that he could only control 3 tails. The 4th tail would be too much. But Hound Dog has faith in him. Naruto shrugs and just does what he does. He goes into the first stage of his quirk, His eyes turn red and his whiskers become frayed. He then activates the second stage. He goes to all fours, growing a tail. Next, the third stage. A second tail sprouts and he loses a bit more control. But the meditation training seems to have been working. He's able to keep his bearings. He still has a strong sense of self. He feels comfortable pushing into the third state without much strain. He takes a deep breath, focusing on nothing but the hatred inside of the man in black as the third tail sprouts. Easily. But he still has control. He feels angry. He feels like he's irritated at something but can't put his finger on it. But he has control. So he tries to activate the fifth stage, focusing more on the bastard that hurt his mother. The rage inside of him begins to grow as his skin begins to peel off of his body. It hurts like hell, but the pain is numbing itself. He's healing fast now too. Really fast, faster than normal. His mind begins to slip as the pain grows to be too much, but as it does, he remembers to meditate, focusing on his breath, in and out, in and out. And as he remembers this, he gains a sense of control over himself. He looks up and sees Ryuko and Hound Dog looming over him, ready for him to attack. But in the fifth stage of his quirk, with 4 tails active, Naruto's able to smile. It's a little terrifying, but it's Naruto. As Hound Dog questions, "Are you still there?"
Yeah. More or less, it's still me. The training's actually working. 3 tails was pretty easy, but 4 is still a lot.
Hound Dog smiles as he helps Naruto into the waterfall. The pressure is immense, but that's how his training goes. He sits under the waterfall, gaining control over the 4 tails. And day by day, the rest of the students continue their training in their own way, except for Mineta. As 2 weeks pass by, they seemed like an instant. They all meet up at the festival in the waiting room. They chat and reconnect after 2 weeks, until Todoroki confronts Naruto and Deku. He speaks.
Midoriya, Uzumaki, looking at things objectively, you, me, Uchiha, and Bakugo are the top of the class. However, All Might, the #1 hero, has his eye on you two, especially you, Midoriya. Naruto, your father rose to the top of the ranks even faster than Hawks. However, I'm not going to pry in on any of that.
Naruto and Izuku listen intently as Todoroki continues.
It's likely that you, Bakugo, or the Uchiha will meet in the final round. And I want you to know, I'm going to beat you.
Sasuke scoffs as Bakugo growls, but Midoriya speaks.
I don't know what you're thinking when you say you're going to beat me, but I won't be a pushover. I'm going at this with everything I got. Well said, Izu. I can't wait to see the results of your training. This is going to be awesome. I hope I see you in the final round.
After that's said, shortly after, President Mike calls Class 1A to the field, and Kushina sees her son for the first time in years. It may be through the TV, but she breaks down, seeing how much her boy has grown.
And I think that's where we're going to end this one for today. So, did you like it? Did you hate it? What's your rating? God, this was like the longest break between parts that I'm ever going to let this be. What was this, like 10, 15 days? This is not going to be a common occurrence. Like I said, I'm definitely working on getting consistent. As you can see, the last few weeks, I've been doing pretty good at that. Having at least one what if and one video a week. I'm thinking that that's actually a really good schedule that I'm going to try and keep for the foreseeable future. Eventually, once we start getting closer to like 10K subscribers, like once we start getting back on the gravy train that we had before, where we were actively like gaining new subscribers every single day, that's when we're gonna start like actively looking towards hiring people to help me on the channel. Oh, also, I want to say I forgot your name. I'm not looking at my phone right now. I've just finished recording this part, and I really want to get to Betty Buys, but I wanted to say the person who stated that they want to help me with the new part in the Discord. The new song in the Discord. Awesome. I really want that help. Just I'm definitely gonna reach out to you soon. I don't know exactly when, but soon. I'm just really busy lately. Like I said, it started the new job. It was also in the last video I posted. I forgot what that one is, but it was in the last video I posted where I was just talking about like what's going on, new jobs, working really hard, really stupid hours, trying not to get evicted, 2 months behind on rent. It's been a month. It's been months. Let me tell you, it's been a while. But things are starting to feel normal again. I'm getting paid on the 24th. So I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm gonna try to have this video out before then. Hopefully, today is it's the 18th now because it's 3 a.m. But I'm gonna try to have this video out by the 19th at least, because I have to go back to work again on what's today? I have to go back to work again on the 20th. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I have these parts done. I really want to get stuff out to y'all guys. So thank you for watching. And remember, first off, Red, I gotta say thank you. You keep trying to offer to help me by giving money and stuff, but like I just can't accept it. I don't even know if it's just pride anymore. I think it's just I can't explain it. It's a lot. It's a lot of things. The reason why I can't accept the money, but eventually, man, I'm not gonna need it, and this will be awesome when I start getting everything worked out. I'm gonna buy a desk. I'm gonna buy a game catcher. We're gonna start streaming. We'll make more money on the content and stuff like that. We're gonna start building up this community more because I'm gonna be able to put out more content. We'll start hosting streaming parties on Discord because there's some new video ideas that I want to try and bring them over to this channel. I think they're gonna be awesome and exciting. Yeah, I'll give it a little. I won't say sneak peek, but it's like a screenshot into my mind, and you could tell me if you like where I'm going with this or not. So, what I'm thinking is we host debates on this channel, like just dumb debates about like anime characters. Like, could this character beat this character? Or we can just have like a discussion about what do we think would happen if this changed. So it's not like a what if, but it's still what if adjacent. So we can talk about we can just talk about different things. I just talk to people in the community, or I talk to like other YouTube channels that are doing anime. So if you have an up and coming anime what if channel and you want to talk about like, do you think Itachi could beat Pain, or do you think Pain would beat Itachi? If you want to talk about stuff like that, hit me up. We can literally just record a discussion live, and if I can find more than one person to talk about it, I'll be a moderator and I'll just chime in and play devil's advocate every now and again, just to like challenge your opinion, and we can like have a real cool conversation going on. So I'm just thinking that like we can do a lot of cool stuff, and I want to start bringing more voices from the community on this channel, because don't get me wrong, I love making what ifs, but recording them is starting to get really tiring. I think only because they're so long, and they're only so long because I really enjoy writing them. And then editing them sucks, but like once we start getting bigger, I can hire people. Yes, I can definitely, because I'm gonna pay people. I don't want people to work for free. I can hire people to actually do the editing for me, and that will cut down on time it takes to actually put these videos up. And the videos most likely will look 10-20 times better than me doing it by myself, because I'm not a great video editor, and I really want to start doing more with this channel. I really want this channel to be more. So I'm gonna start really, really, really doubling down once I start getting more free time from work and I get used to this new sleep schedule that I got going on right now, which is none, but it's enough to live. I really want to start getting better. And I'm going to start getting better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want this channel to do more. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. It's just like, there's a lot of stuff that I want to say. I'm going to make another video. Like, probably when I finish editing this one, I'm going to start working on another video that I can have ready to be posted like 3 days from now, so that I can start editing other videos that I'm working on. Like the one with Outlaw and the one with Red, which are, again, people from the community. So seriously, join the Discord. I'm going to get more active on there. Once I get more free time, I will be in there. I will be talking to everybody. I'm thinking about hosting just like live Q&As on there too, and then just putting those over and like putting those over on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I just really want to do more on this channel. Like, I don't want it to just be what ifs, because again, I love doing them. They're just really time consuming, and I want to do more creative things. Like, I had this whole documentary series that I'm planning to do in Fallout once I get proper recording equipment. Like, I have a script written out and everything, and you guys just gotta wait and see, because we're going to get so much bigger and do so much more things. Just keep sharing the videos, liking, comment, and subscribe, and do everything that you do as a community member, and finding new content and stuff like that. Because for peace and for love, oh no, Kage out. Peace.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. If you run the home, it gonna get smoked. No time for the lame ass jokes. I'm the GOAT. You a gringo when that story's been told. I make money moves, controlling every view. Oh no, you got hella proof, but no one's helping you. What's wrong? Now you on your own, you really want to smoke? Oh no, Chico really done it wrong. What's wrong? The hollow meta in the sky bro. Keep talking crazy, I might go post though. Always trouble when they go too far. Nobody mess with me familiar. Father.